What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Meathead Gaming. My name is Ron. This is the best channel that nobody watches except a few special people like ourselves, and today we're going to be continuing our coverage of the Total War 1100 AD tournament. So this following match will be the battle for the third place in the tournament. So these two players are the losers from the semifinals. And it's gonna be Blacknight against Muhammad with his charming nickname. So let's go ahead and watch the first game. It's a best of 5. Now we're gonna see what ends up happening and why. So it's gonna be Mongols against the Seljuk Sultanate.
Defensive positions! As I look at this proud army.
Okay, we have 3 horses on the flanks, on each flank. For Muhammad playing with the Seljuks, which is a cool formation. Oh my god, look at that sword. That's some fantasy shit right there. It looks good. That actually looks awesome. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna spend too much time inspecting the troops because we already did that throughout the coverage. So let's go ahead. In the center, we're gonna have Faris armored archers and 1 Turkic archer. Okay. Range is the same for all of them. A couple of spears on the right flank. Light and heavy. No spears on the left. Only some heavy melee infantry. Armored axemen. Okay. Man, there is a big line of heavy melee infantry there. I wonder, so where did we see sacrifice? I wonder with these guys, yeah, and then the cavalry is not heavy. It's medium, so I think that's how he was able to afford the infantry. Okay, let's go on the other side. A much more robust, compact lineup from what I can see. Still 6 horses, still 1 horse archer. And this guy? Okay, 1 horse archer for each troop. The Seljuks are stronger. On this front, no? Oh, it's actually the same thing. Okay, well. Silly me. Let's see. Mongol bowmen. Okay. We have 3 Mongol bowmen. So skirmish-wise, Muhammad is in a decent spot, although Mongols have higher accuracy. Then we have a couple of medium Mongol spears on the flanks. We have 3 horses on the left, 1 horse archer, and a couple of very heavy melee. So it's a mirrored composition here, but the Mongols are stronger. Although there's 2 spears and 1 here, so that might come down to something. But I still think the Mongols are stronger. A couple of horses here and 1 spear. Medium Mongol, I think. Yeah, the same here. And then in the center, a very opened center line. Turkic armored warriors. Charge bonus 14, that's not that good. 32. Yeah, he put medium Mongol infantry up front so that these guys are fodder for the cannon, and then behind the heavier troops, with the exception of these guys of course, can charge, which is wise. Usually you should always put your weaker troops in the front. Let's check out this eagle. Oh shit, that actually looks good, man. That actually looks not bad. Not bad at all. Look at this guy. Man, imagine being an eagle on top of a massive battlefield. Although the line is a little bit like they're not facing each other's center point. They're a little bit offline. Looks like Muhammad will take the initiative, being the first that's moving. Blacknight is doing the same. I think he should stop here because the archers can shoot while those troops are still moving, but of course that might be a little bit too much of a headache. And now I think, yeah, Muhammad will be the first to shoot. He wants to abuse the flank with that horse archer a little bit. Here he's expanding his line. Muhammad, I mean, that's a good tactic to force basically your opposition to defend the flank more, so you can detract attention from other places on the map. Okay, well, overall, I think theoretically these Mongol bowmen are pretty strong, but I don't know if strong enough to overwhelm the numbers that the Soldiks have. Okay, he's trying to charge the horse archer. We have a very defensive situation here. And yeah, I think Blacknight is responding the right way to this aggression, and here as well. Now in the center, yeah, these guys are already routing because the numbers are just too great from the Soldiks when it comes to the skirmishers. Why are you turning around, my friend? Okay, that's interesting. Ah, he's gonna charge them with the general. Okay, that is one tactic that you can do. Meanwhile, on the flanks, the action is hot and heavy. Not sure how good. Okay, good enough. The charge was good enough. On the flanks, these Turkic swords cavalry are gonna get cooked with everything that's there. Heavy melee versus heavy melee. Axemen against warriors, probably swordsmen. Interesting matchup, or fight, I should say. Okay, so in the center, I pulled back the general. I did decent damage. Pulled back the general and let the melee guys fight it out. Now on the flanks, Blacknight should win. But in the center, I don't know. The center is a tough sell because he has his archers available still to him. So, but the flanks will compensate eventually. And especially on the right side, once these horses are free, he can charge the shit out of those archers. Question is the archers are gonna do enough damage while that... And they definitely do. Like, look at the center, it's just melting for the Mongols. They did decent casualties because also the Soldiks run out of troops. But the flanks are starting to... They should be Gucci by now. Some troops are coming back to the fight. The general is doing good work, but he's in danger. He might be dead. He did rout one of the Ferris archers and did a good number on the other one, but they're still... He's gonna probably die. The enemy general has also routed. Curious. This shouldn't take that long. Now, keep in mind one of the Turkic cavalry has left the battlefield already. These guys are gonna rout, probably come back a bit later. That's a good shot on the horses. Not sure if I like this engagement. I think the horses should be charging the archers because they're pinned down in a fight against spears. That's not the best. On the right flank, Blacknight is doing well. The center is a mishmash. Let's say overall. Oh no, okay. So these guys have the numbers, but they're losing. Muhammad is desperately trying to take out these guys, keep them away from the center, probably. On the left, it was kind of undecided because two Turkic horses ran away. He did, like, you can't say that Muhammad won that battle, but it's kind of so and so because the horses went in the other places, and they're charging the archers because the archers were doing a lot of damage. Now that being said, yeah, there's just too many horses that the Mongols have left here for Muhammad to hope for anything. Unfortunately for him, these guys are gonna run away soon. Oh, don't charge there. I charged archers and then just fall back. Let those guys run around the map. Get them even more tired. Gather around here and then see what's what. Because you can definitely outmaneuver them. This is tough. Like, I don't know what you do if you're Muhammad. I don't necessarily agree with this charge, for example. Because I think you should just gather up the troops and then charge in a more convincing manner. I think it's very risky to do this, and you will probably lose this horse. But still, he has these spears, which are gonna be more than decent to hold the line against some of those troops, and then he can charge. Yeah, I don't know what the tactic with charging these guys was. Maybe it was to hold them back while he finishes off this melee group. But I see him just... I don't think he's very efficient. Although, yeah, he might perfectly be fine and win this battle. But I think he could have done a better job with the charges and how he chose to do them. Because, for example, it would have been easy to just turn around and take out these guys, and then your spears are free to move forward. Like, basically what I'm saying, it would have been a better tactic to use the spears as a holding line troop, while you can outmaneuver the melee infantry with the horses. No problem. And as a result of that, he lost a lot of horses without doing any serious damage to these guys, and that's a shame because this could have been a much easier fight, but Blacknight might be giving it over to Muhammad here. I just don't agree with how he plays here, but hey, I don't know. Those charges are pretty strong though. There's a lot of troops there still. I think Muhammad could have been... No, not Muhammad. Blacknight could have been much more efficient. But it looks like it's good enough. Because these guys are gonna rout soon. Now the horses... You don't want those guys to rout. You do not want those guys to rout. Pull them back, let them rest. And then, with one good charge, these guys are gone, so... Looks like he's not gonna let those horses rest. But it's game over anyway. Yeah. I think this match was very close, but it's only close because Blacknight threw it away a little bit. Could have done a better job. I'm curious, like in the center, yeah, in the center Muhammad won pretty convincingly because his archers were okay. And his archers were doing a lot of damage. And that is that. Okay, let's go jump to the next battle. Blacknight was gonna play with the Soldiers this time, and Muhammad will play with the Abbasid Caliphate. We have 6 horses again, 1 horse archer, 3 archers, 2 cheap spears, a couple of swords, more swords, and axemen. Okay, on the other hand, we have 5 horses, 3 archers, is it 5? Yes, it is 5 horses. We have some heavy melee warriors. A couple of spears on the flanks again. Similar setup. I see that Blacknight likes to leave one of his forces in the center. It was an interesting tactic to see him charge the center line with his general.
Fire on him! Fire! Woden!
Takes the initiative here against the Kurdish archers.
Any man who runs will answer to my rage!
Similar setups on both sides. Nomad has a stretched line, while Black Knight has a more compact, robust situation going on here.
Understood! Blood on!
Looks like he's gonna take the initiative. I wanna see super heavy melee, heavy missile, heavy melee.
Warriors, move out! Quickly down!
Although these guys are super heavy melee, they're still slightly... Oh yeah, they're outmatched on almost all fronts, which doesn't make sense if you see... If you go after their names, for example. But I guess stats are the thing to pay attention to, not the names of the troops. Oh, those guys are already on their back foot. Yeah, because Black Knight took the initiative, and Muhammad just stood behind, which is the right thing to do. Like, if the enemy comes to you, just let them come. Can play a reactive situation. Those pillars are gonna hit hard. As the lines clash. Yeah, Black Knight is taking a very proactive stance. And then the fight has begun on all fronts. And even though he has less cavalry, he still plays a proactive fight on the flanks as well. He's just a madman. I think overall this is a good matchup for Black Knight. Here though, yeah, they're still gonna lose that troop, but this fight, this might be trouble because he can just move in for the archers, and these guys, yeah, they can stop this charge. I mean, they can stop it and hold it down a little bit, and then the archers can finish off the job, most definitely. So that's exactly what he's doing. Luckily for him, he was paying attention, Black Knight, I mean. Now the archers are gonna shoot them down, but... yeah, let's see. The center seems to be giving up for Black Knight. But on the flank, he's gonna probably win again. So similar situation to the previous match. Yeah, he brought another cavalry to help out, and that's how he will manage to take out the Saracen cavalry. That's a good job in taking out that horse, because it was at full force and it was very dangerously close to the archers. Now this guy's in great danger. We have a general on general fight here, but the Soldiers should have the winning formula here. Oh, I see these troops are not... oh, they're fighting here. Yeah, they're fighting. Not sure if these guys should be fighting, because they probably still have ammo. And Muhammad is not paying attention to that, maybe. He's relentlessly charging into these lines. I mean, he can just lay down a lot of smackdown on those melee, on those infantrymen with his archers. Those archers are gonna make the difference, in my opinion. And the cavalry, of course. Unit losing. Question is, how much time will the general spend fighting here? If he can free up this guy, then he can charge these guys. He can do a lot of things. Looks like he's gonna choose to charge the enemy general, which is okay, because then morale of the troops will be lower. And the winning flanks are gonna turn around and fight the center. And the center is pretty depleted for Muhammad because of these archers. Super efficient this time. Like 90, 28, 25, and again remember, as I always say, it's not only about the kills. It's also about the wear and tear. The general is gone, and we can very nicely turn around and charge these guys in the back. And it's probably game over at this point in time. Yeah. There's not much that Muhammad can do here. I wonder what he could have done to win this, actually. Because he had a slight advantage in the beginning when Blacknight was charging everybody. The skirmishers were winning, so maybe if he turtles up a little bit, I wonder if that would have worked. Keep your horses closer to your infantry line, and that way you can help them out more, because the cavalry was stronger for the Soldiks than it was for the Abbasids. So when your cavalry is outmatched, I think a good option is to stick close to your lines, is just defend the infantrymen. And then if the fight comes to you, then yeah, okay, you can fight, but you also have the option of pushing over infantrymen, namely spears, into the fight, which could tip the scale your way. Okay. Well, congratulations to Blacknight. He's the third placed warrior in this nice little tournament that we have here, or we had here. On to the next one. It's gonna be the grand final. Premsil against Mikhail, so stick around and I'll see you on the next one. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Until then, stay safe, stay clean, and always stay strong.